Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Nina Ribena's Art Journal Prompts and More. It's April week 3 and time to do this month's calendar page. And of course the theme this month is Easter. Now I want to use some of these Tilda Tiny Treasures. These are not a new set, this is quite old. You can still get hold of it from a couple of sellers. I got mine from Etsy. And these are the images that I want to use today. I want to use this teacup and the bunny and also the cat here. Now I've got two artist trading cards which measure 3.5 by 2.5 inches, my usual size for the calendar page. And I've also got these two design packs here from the Works. They're £2 each, but there are some really pretty papers in these. And I want to start off by using this one here, and then I need to decide as well. In fact, I'll start off with this one and then I'll decide what I'm going to do for the second. I just want to add some of this. In fact, I think I'll use that piece down in the corner. So let's grab a piece of deli paper and a glue stick. Bear with me, let me just reach up for a glue stick. Let's just stick this down. Both of them are going to be in the same kind of method. So of course, once I've done one, you'll see what how I do the second, which will just be a slightly different design. I've got an idea in mind for the first though, so that's the one I'm going to start off with. So I've applied some glue and I'm just going to attach it to this part of the patterned paper here and cut around the edges. So let me just stick that down nice and firmly. There we go. There we are. And as I say, I'm just going to trim around that with some scissors. There we are. Okay, so my paper's glued down to my ATC and I just want to distress around the edges like this. I just want to go with the real vintagey, shabby chic look again. This is what I've been doing all month and I want to try and keep that theme going because I just really like it, and I like the continuity of that that look as well. So we'll just do that. And I'm just using the edge of, whoops daisy, edge of my scissors to do that. I do have a foot pedicure thing as well that I often use for distressing, but scissors will do the job just as well. So there we go. And I want to grab some frayed burlap distress ink just to ink now around the edges. And in fact, actually, I could probably do just as well by using the pad direct. Mine's running out of ink. I could do with either a re-inker or a new one. So there we go. I'm quite happy with how that looks. Now this is the focal image I want to use for this artist trading card, but I do want to mount it on something, and I'm thinking I might be able to use some paper from this pad here. So I want something that's going to contrast, so something paler. That might do it. I quite like that. That's pretty as well, but that's a bit maybe too much pink. A bit too plain. That's the wrong colour. Oh, there we go. That one there. I really like that. So I think what I am going to do is cut a piece of this. And my thinking is that I'll have something that will fit inside the artist trading card for that to be mounted on. So I want to use this bottom part here, I think. Yes, I do. So I'm just going to trim a piece just slightly smaller than my artist trading card. So my artist trading card is 3.5 by 2.5 inches. So I'm thinking maybe I'll start off with 3.25 by 2.25. So So I've cut this piece of paper to 3¼ by 2¼ so that fits on perfectly, and I can still see some of that lovely hashed pink around the edges. So I'm going to do the same to this, and I'm just going to distress this with my scissors. And the aim with these artist trading cards each week is to do something that is just really quick and simple, that doesn't take too much time. Now you can see that I've torn that there, and I'm quite happy with that because I want this to look distressed and vintagey. Again, I've ripped it there, but you know, that's fine. We'll deal with that in a second. So I'm just going to bring in my distress ink, and we'll go around the edges, and we'll just make that look as if that was always meant to be like that. So I'm just going to bend that back just so that I can get in there with my ink pad. There we go. See, and that just looks really, really cool. So I've finished playing around, distressing this piece of paper, and I'm really happy with how that looks. So again, I'm just going to glue this down, and I'm just going to use glue stick again. So just concentrate when you're doing this kind of thing and using glue stick that you apply plenty to the edges so that it doesn't come unstuck. But glue sticks are really strong these days, and if it's just something flat that you're trying to glue, then they should do the job just fine. There we go. Sorry if you can hear next door's dog again in the background. It's going crazy again. Now I want to add just some dimension to my trading card. So I've pulled out one of these little flowers from the kit, and I think I'm just going to glue that down there. And I've also got another rose as well that I thought I might add just in the top corner. And then my kitty can go on there, something like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac though, because this card is slightly thicker. Let's just glue this down, and it's just a case of layering until you end up with something that you are happy with. Now there are lots of die cut sets available absolutely everywhere. I was in the Works at the weekend, and there are loads in there at the moment for £2 or £3 for a set. Just use what you have if you want to do this kind of thing. No need to go out and feel that you have to buy and use exactly what I have. You don't at all. So let's glue this one on as well, and then we can trim off any excess bits around the edges. As I say, just trying to keep everything simple with these artist trading card weeks, something that doesn't take too long to put together. So that's how that looks so far. I mean, that just looks really pretty before I've even added anything to it. So I'm just going to trim the excess off like this. I think that's it. And then again, I shall just continue to ink around those edges. Like that. I just want to pop my focal image up on some foam, some fun foam, but I want to ink around the edges first, just to help it to stand out. So we'll just ink around the edges like this. And I'm sure that lots of you have got sort of embellishments and things like this that you've bought in die cut packs, and you've just not known what to do with them. So that's why I thought we'd play around with this today. How cute is that? So I'm just going to add some of this foam to the back like this. I've got some small little squares as well that I can add in the awkward areas. Can you hear Sam sort of banging around upstairs? He's getting ready to go to the gym. It's half term here in the UK. Of course, his bedroom's directly above my craft room. I've just added a little bit of black StazOn ink around the outside of my kitty, just because I wanted it to stand out a bit more from the background. And you can see here that I've added some foam dots, which I'm just now going to peel off, just so that my focal image just stands out a bit off the artist trading card. So I'm just going to painstakingly peel all these backings off. So there we go. Kitty is now going to go there, I think, like that. And to finish my trading card off, I just want to add the word adventure, because with her little wicker basket, she looks as if that's what she's going on, an adventure. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac, and of course I've got these glue dots as well, because of course, you know, this is popped up, and I think I'll place that there like that. Adventure. There we go. How cute is that? And to finish the back off, which is just looking a little bit scruffy, I'm going to use some of my Cosmic Shimmer Metallic Luster Paint, because that's what I've done with all of the other artist trading cards for this year's calendar. So I'm going to do the same with this one, and when this is dry I'll show you what it looks like. So that's how that looks, and of course all of the other artist trading cards for the calendar have had metallic luster paint on the back as well, so that's in keeping. And of course the others have all had some treasure gold as well, and of course I'm going to do exactly the same with this one here, just to finish it off. So this is this finished one here. I just think that's adorable. I love that. How cute. And I just love the gold. The treasure gold just finishes everything off in my opinion. So that's the first one. Now I want to do another one using these images here. And so I'm thinking this time, because I've had pink on that one there, that I might quite like to have a blue as my base. I saw one earlier. Where's it gone? This one here. So I think I'm going to glue some of this down on my background. Let's have a look and see which part of it I like. I think if I turned it round like that, I quite like that area there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this corner here. So I'm just going to glue that down in the same way using a glue stick. So that's that done, and I'm just going to distress it the same way that I did with the other one as well. And the idea is that I will have one for my calendar page, and maybe one that I can pop in my scrap journal for next week's project. So we'll see what I can come up with for next week as well. I just love working in that that junk journal. It's just so much fun, and once you start you just can't stop. So I'm just going to continue distressing the edges like this. So that's how that looks after I've gone at it with my scissors. So I'm going to distress the edges as I did before, just to grunge it up. So really going for that shabby chic look again. So that's that. And then I need to find another piece of paper to do the insert, as I did with this one here. So I'm going to use the same paper pad, and I just want something that's going to contrast with this. I don't want that one because I've used that before. That's a bit too pink, as is that one there. That one's maybe a bit too plain. That one's quite pretty. Too pink. That one there. I'm going to go for that one there. So I'm just going to cut a piece out. As I say, my artist trading card is 3 by 3.5 inches. So I'm going to cut 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. So that contrasts nicely with the green in the background. So again, I'm just going to distress the edges. And as before, if I tear it, I don't mind, because that's, you know, the look I'm going for. So that's what I've got, and again I'm just going to grunge up those edges. Need to get in there with the scissors, just distress that a bit more. There we go. So that's how that looks so far. I really like those together, and I think they go perfectly with the colours in these little embellishments. Now I want to have the bunny sort of inside the teacup. So what I'm going to do is just grab my cutting mat, and I'm just going to cut into the teacup like this. I might need to go off camera and do this because of course my eyesight isn't too good, and I need to get up close, but I'm just going to cut into that like that. Have I gone through it? I'll be back in a second. There we go. So I've cut through there. Can you see? Like that. And now I can tuck my bunny inside the teacup like that, and I just think that looks really cute. But I also want to cut out the handle here, which is currently a solid piece. So I've just inked around the edges of the cup and the bunny, and I'm just going to place him inside the teacup, something like that. I just need to make sure that he's in far enough that he's not poking above the artist trading card. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Let me just apply that to the teacup here, just to hold it in place and make sure that that he doesn't move once he's in. So he can go in there, something like that. I think that's probably about right. There we go. So let's glue him down. And then do I want it popped up again? I think perhaps I do. Let me have a think on that. I've decided I'm going to glue the rabbit down flat just because the handle of the teacup is really fragile from where I've cut it out, and of course the pointy ears. So to finish this off, I've decided on the quote, or the little word cherish, which I'm going to glue on there just like that. Make sure I get it straight because it'll bug me otherwise. There we go, cherish. There we are. And then I'm going to I want to put some Wink of Stella in gold on the star. I'm going to do that last. And I also feel as if it needs something just in the top right hand corner there. So I've pulled out another little rose from the kit. Let me just ink around the edges as I've done with all the other bits. There we go. That will do. And then we'll use some Fabri-Tac again just to glue this on. How do I want that to go? Something like that there. That will just add something. I just felt as if it needed something in that top right hand corner. Then I can, let's have a look. Just go over the star. I was going to replace the star with something else, but I just couldn't find anything that I liked better, so I've just decided to glitz it up just a little bit. So here's my finished artist trading card, and I must admit this is a couple of days later, and I've made a couple of alterations. The boys came home and the noise levels went up, and it was just impossible to carry on filming. Any of you parents out there or grandparents know what it's like when you've got kids that are off during the Easter or any of the school holidays. But I just felt that my project needed some dimension in the corners, so I ended up if I can grab hold of it, popping one of these roses in the corner up on some dimensional sticky tape. That's what that looks like. I've also done the same with one of the glittery stars as well. So I just love how that looks. So here's my two artist trading cards. I just think those are so adorably cute. And if I turn them over, they've both had metallic luster paint, cosmic shimmer metallic luster paint on the back. This one here is pink diamonds, and this one here is peacock feathers. So that's how they look on the back. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use for my calendar page this week, but let me just pop these to one side and I'll show you how I'm going to display them. So this is the frame that I'm planning on using for displaying my artist trading cards for my calendar for next year. Now this is a frame that Marina Hopkinson sent me. It's an IKEA pedestal frame, and she sent me this because I admired the frame that she used for hers last year. If you put into the search engine at the top of the Facebook group Marina Hopkinson, you'll be able to see pictures of the frame and the artist trading cards, or tags I think it was, that she did last year for her 2018 calendar. It was just absolutely beautiful. Now I do plan on altering this, and I shall gesso it and add lots of embellishments, and I'll do that as a project at a later date. But I'm planning on using binder clips like this, binder rings, and I shall punch holes in the top of my ATCs, and that's how I'm going to display my, I've got another one here, here we go, like that, and that's how I'm planning on displaying my artist trading cards. And I've got an idea as well for the months that I shall pop down below, so as I say, I'll do that at a later date. Now I know that some of you are not interested in doing the calendar page for this month, so you know, as in previous months, feel free to do a tag or just a simple artist trading card or a greetings card, just to give you an idea. Something like this could easily be used as a card topper, mounted onto a piece of craft cardstock like that, and then I've cut a piece of cardstock here, and you could easily, very easily turn that into a greetings card, and how pretty would that look? So you know, you don't have to necessarily follow along with the calendar pages like I'm doing here, so use your imagination. So I look forward to seeing what everybody else decides to do for this month's artist trading card calendar prompt. If you enjoyed what I did for this week, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and do let me know what you think in the comments below, and take care everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.